Wendy and Staci are talking about the conversation that they overheard of Jassi and Angel because those were the ones that were, I guess, closest to them during that ride back.
Right.
And we hear that Angel, tells us in her confessional that she's upset about the conversation, but she's kind of trying to put it aside because this is Jassi's celebration and she doesn't want to ruin it.
Yeah.
They all do these things to Jassi. Staci does the whipping, whatever. It's Angel's
Ashley has
turn
the
and she
chocolate
gets,
body pen
oh my God, that
and
chocolate
licks it
body
off.
paint. She just goes too far every single time. Welcome to We Wine Whenever. Grab your glass and join 3 Jersey Shore housewives, Wendy, Kelly, and Lori, as they dive into everything from Bravo drama to life's everyday chaos. It's unfiltered, it's hilarious, and it's the real talk you've been waiting for, from relationship to pop culture. We drink wine whenever, and we hope you do too. Don't forget to subscribe and give us a 5-star review. Cheers! Hi, welcome to We Wine Whenever. I'm Wendy.
I'm Kelly.
We are talking about Real Housewives of Potomac, Season 10, Episode number 6. Sun's out, buns out. That's for sure with this group.
Buns were out.
Yeah,
Buns
I
were
mean,
out.
there is not a modesty problem.
No. But they all got that ass, so they're going to show it off, and good for them.
Yeah.
I mean, they all have great bodies. They all look great.
Absolutely.
So
100%. 100%.
show it if you got it.
Exactly. So we start out where we left off with Jassi and Kiarna are still going at it at Sunshine's. They kind of put a pin in that for a little bit, and then Giselle brings out the shady shot time. Only Giselle. Seriously, only Giselle. The first shady shot goes to Ashley, and that's Duchess Derby. Okay. Tia's shot was a stylist. I mean, I didn't really think that was shady, to be honest with you.
That's not shady.
No. Jassi's was the bride and stepmom. I didn't think that was shady either.
No.
Staci's shot was shady. It was blank. It was nothing.
It's like, Giselle, tell me you're fucking jealous of Staci without telling me you're jealous of Staci. Because this is how Giselle is. This is how Giselle treats people that she's jealous of. She treated Monique like this. She treated Candace like this. They're younger, they're prettier, and they have men.
Yes. Angel's shot said chin check.
I thought we weren't allowed to say chin check. I thought Staci got schooled on the bus. You know, she got reprimanded. Yeah. But everybody else can say chin check, but when Staci says it, it's a problem.
Mm-hmm.
These women.
And Kiarna got Giselle Hater. Giselle just likes to bring up conflict. So Giselle says that Wendy brought it to her attention that when she had a conversation with Wendy, that she said that, you know, I hate Giselle also.
Kiarna.
Yeah.
And when was this supposedly? Wasn't this like a year ago or something?
No. So that conversation that they're referring to was the conversation that she had on the bench with Wendy in the very beginning.
Oh, the beginning of the season. Okay.
Yeah. So in her confessional, Giselle said, I've been nothing but supportive of Kay. I've been a champion of her and Greg, which I do think she has been supportive of Kay. Jassi said, well, I don't know why Jassi's jumping. I need Wendy to bring whatever her facts are about this because she's not there and she's in bed sick. So we're going to table this, which I was glad that they tabled it because if she's saying
it's boring
that Wendy's,
and it means nothing and Giselle has nothing going on in her life, so she's going to make some bullshit up.
Right.
Right.
And the fact that she even brought it up when she was saying that Wendy said it and Wendy wasn't there because she was in bed sick is just, is dumb.
Stupid. Right. Right.
So then they kind of all go back to bed. And the next thing we see is the producer cam. It catches Ashley and Staci are talking and Jassi. And the conversation is Staci said, we were separated. Timo saw other people and I saw other people. I didn't have sex with anyone. I saw people hung out and Chris was one of those people. Simple enough.
Right.
And the bottom line is, I know Chris and he's super cool. Well, Ashley said, did you F Chris? And Staci's like, no, I never F'd him.
Right. Okay.
But again, why are you bringing this up, Ashley? Like, what does it have to do with anything?
Right. Right. It's none of your damn business.
It really isn't. We're on day 3. This is the last day and they're to go out on that boat. And then tonight they're having what they're calling the slut night. Okay.
Some of them took that way more serious than the others.
I think Ashley took it the most serious.
For sure. For sure. I mean, if we were going to give out an award.
Oh, Ashley would have won it. So Ashley, and she's talking to Josh. She said that because she was talking to her mom on the phone about her son's birthday party, and Josh had texted her, and she's like, in her confession, she said, "We're still hanging out, but we're not labeling it. You know, she needs a little sex in her life." So basically, he's her booty call. You don't need to label it. You just told us what he is.
You just told us.
Wendy's feeling better. Staci, what did Staci have an allergic reaction to on her lip?
I'm wondering if it was the shots, those whatever was in those shots.
Oh.
Something was in those shots, because I'm telling you, last week, I mentioned it on the last podcast. Kiarna's face, like, I really thought she was going to pass out. I don't know what was in those shots, but there was something. So it had to be something like that Staci was allergic to, and her lip was all jacked up.
It was bad, actually.
Yeah.
And then Ashley, in her confessional, said, last night Staci spewed some lies, and she was referring to her conversation about Chris Samuels.
How does Ashley know it's a lie, and why does she care so much?
Right. Exactly. Like, she's not in her bedroom. Why does she? It's none of her damn business.
And by the way, Ashley, what is going on in your life? Because we see nothing. We see nothing.
Yeah, you're planning a birthday party for your son.
Right.
Big deal.
Right. Like, what are you doing? What are you bringing to the table other than bullshit about other people? Her and Giselle, this is all they do. It's all Giselle and Robin used to do. Like, sorry, Potomac producers, you need a new formula, because this is not working. It's just not working.
I totally agree. Then they get to the boat. According to Tia and Giselle, it's a yacht. It's not a yacht. It's a boat. It's a big boat, but it's not a yacht. I'll give it big boat, but I'm not giving it yacht status. Not like below deck, not a big yacht.
No.
So as soon as they get on the boat, Giselle says, okay, I need to talk with Wendy and Kay. Now, I thought she was going to like pull them aside and have the conversation. No, she puts everyone around the table and puts everyone in the conversation. That did not need to happen.
No, because it's all stupid. No.
It really is stupid. It really is stupid.
And
so she brings
this is why I thought it was so long ago, because Kay says that she was upset that at the nightclub when she was assaulted, Giselle didn't reach out to her, and that upset her. And then she said it in New York.
Yeah,
and
in
she said, I think it's absurd that we're talking about this. And by the way, Kay, I think it's absurd too. I concur.
I do too.
And, and I get this, like Giselle explains where her father was at the time and what condition he was in. Kay was the furthest thing from her mind. And that's okay. I think that's fine. But the problem is that Giselle literally has nothing going on. And this is her storyline that she's going to bring up now. And it's very uninteresting. Kay had every right to feel the way she did. Giselle had every right to feel the way she did. And it was over a year ago. And who gives an F?
Yeah, it was 2 years ago at this point. And
I'm
like
sure
you said,
it was.
Yeah, nobody cares. Nobody cares. But that's exactly it. Giselle has nothing else that she feels like she wants to show us. So she's going to stir up drama between her and Kay. And she's going to stir up drama between Kay and Kiarna and Wendy.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, enough.
It's just dumb.
I mean, then Kiarna said, it actually wasn't me that said it. It was Wendy. And, Wendy said that you were a snake and you were the worst person on the planet. And Wendy's like freaking out. I said that to Giselle's face. And Giselle's like, yeah, she told me that already.
Right. So, what are we doing? What are we doing?
Exactly. What are we doing? I liked how Tia jumped in. She said, what Giselle went through was horrible. I lost my dad. And we find out she lost her dad 8 years ago. And you could see it. She's still very emotional about it. She said she's got 3 years before she can even be right. I don't know where she came up with that arbitrary number 3 years, but okay.
I don't know either.
But we did get to find out a little bit more about Tia. I liked that she, now for the second time, is trying to diffuse the situation and use calm, rational logic. Because they are not used to that in this group. They're not used to that. They're used to just like spewing hate and acting like lunatics and bringing up things that don't matter. That's what they do.
Right.
I mean, the big thing with Staci is they were bringing up her breath because they couldn't get her. It was horrible. They couldn't get her about her divorce. So, okay, we're going to attack her about her breath.
Right. And now look, like now the whole thing is Giselle acting like trying to act like she's not there by not giving her any personal items,
Exactly.
personalized items.
Yeah.
Like it's jealousy, it's envy. She's green, Giselle's green.
Yep. Just like she is right behind me.
Yep.
Green.
Yep.
I mean, Giselle and Kay agreed to squash it. They're going to move forward. I mean, let's just hope so.
Well, it's easy to squash something that is, means nothing
Yeah,
and
exactly.
phony.
Yeah. So now the ladies are all taking pictures on the boat and they're all posing. Jassi jumps off the boat with her bride bathing suit, and Ashley jumps in as well. And they're hanging out in the water and on that big floaty raft thing. Nobody else is willing to go in the water. They're afraid of it. Then they get back on the boat and they need to get ready for dinner. So they're taking the boat to dinner. I didn't realize that until it actually happened. They went to a place called Orchard Bay Beach Resort, which was absolutely beautiful, that place.
Yeah, it was. It really was.
Giselle has name cards for everyone as to where they're supposed to be sitting. So she did give Staci a name card there, so she knew where to sit.
Yeah, well, at some point earlier in the episode, she's like, "I'm starting to feel a little bit better about Stacy."
Yeah,
So I guess now she can acknowledge her.
that she
Maybe she
exists.
realizes that her attempts have failed to make us not want Stacy. What she's doing is making us want more of Stacy and less of her.
Yep, yep. She lets us know, which I think is brilliant. I think every Housewives franchise should do this when they go out to dinner. They've pre-ordered, and everything is family style. So they're going to sit down, and the food is just going to come. They don't have to take each individual order.
Yeah, because normally what happens is an argument breaks out before they even order and people are sitting there
Yes,
starving and thirsty. I
yes.
would be
So Salt Lake
furious.
City, definitely they should be doing this because Mary is always sitting there hungry and complaining that,
Yes.
"Can we just get the food?"
Yeah. Absolutely.
And then Giselle starts in with Staci again. She says, "You're going to Jassie's wedding, correct?" And said, "Yeah." She's like, "I believe so, yes." And then Ashley jumps in, "Well, you were invited to be in the wedding, weren't you?" And she's like, "Yes, and I declined. We discussed that." Jassie said, "Listen, I love Staci and I would love her to be a part of my wedding in any way, she feels comfortable with." But it was just those two trying to stir it up.
So Stacy says she declined due to her businesses, but her intentions are to be there to support her. Giselle says she didn't know. Basically, she didn't think Jassy was coming back on the show, and that's why she declined. But don't you think that Jassy asked her as part of being on the show? Do you think if Jassy and Stacy weren't on Real Housewives of Potomac, would Jassy really have asked Stacy? Like, that's why I think that Jassy is very unbothered by all of this. She's on the show. Stacy's back on the show. She's getting married. She probably asked Stacy so it could be part of the show. But since she's on the show anyway, what does she care? You know what I'm
I mean,
saying?
it could be, but I do remember, at the end of last season, Stacy and Jassy, they were there for Mia. Like, they went to Mia's birthday
Yeah, they
party.
went to Miami, but they both admit that they hadn't hung out since then. So it's not like they were good friends or became good friends because of the
Right,
show. I think they were
right.
both I think both of their reasons for not being in the wedding and for asking her to be in the wedding were based around the show.
Very,
But
very
listen, they're
possible.
both back on the show. So if Stacey doesn't want
Right,
to be in the wedding, Jassy don't care. She's back on the
right,
show too.
right. But again, it's just Giselle and Ashley trying to make something out of nothing.
Of course it is. Just to take it's deflection. So nobody's looking at them because they got nothing or they're choosing
Mhm.
not to have anything. How about then what happens next with Jassi and Tia?
Yeah, well,
This
so
is a
then
little wild.
yeah, so Tia says to Jassy, the other day I was trying to diffuse the fire of the catfish situation with the filters, and you said I do the same thing. Tia said, "Well, if I'm heavily filtered, like, I would like somebody to tell me." And Jassy said, "Well, you are." So Tia said at the time, she's like, "Oh, okay, thank you." So she said, "After that conversation, I decided to look at your Instagram, and I feel like you're just as filtered as I am. Think mine is any different than yours?"
And Jassie's was.
They
It
were both
really
filtered.
was.
Yeah. So Jassy's kind of gets like indignant. She's like, "Absolutely not the same. Actually, many of my pictures are not filtered at all." And I was just like, ugh.
Yeah, I
Tia
call
said, "Yeah, but
bullshit
I was
on
trying
that.
to diffuse the fire. And I feel like you were trying to heighten the fire," which was the point that she was making.
Right. Right.
And then Jassi says, well, let me tell you something, as she's pointing the fork at her. I mean, honestly, and Tia's like, don't point that towards me. And I don't blame her. Like, who does that? I don't know why she got so defensive.
Because she's trying too hard. She's trying too hard to stay on this show. I mean, the basis of why she got so upset, Tia said that Darius has competition, laughing because Mr. Sunshine thought she was very attractive. That's a compliment, asshole. What's wrong with you?
Right.
Like, what's wrong with you? And why is Tia apologizing? I would have told her to go F herself if she came at me like that, but
I
that's
think
not
because
Tia.
Tia's a classy lady.
Yeah.
I like Tia a lot, and this is what I think. I think because Tia is a full-time housewife and Jassi is not, I think
Yes.
Jassi is trying to put Tia in her place.
100%.
But Tia is not, she's not gonna have it. She's not gonna have it.
No. And listen, we really liked Jassi last season. We really did. And I did think that she should have had a full-time spot, but she doesn't. So it doesn't mean you come into the season like this, because this is not a good look. You have to you got to settle down. Nobody, let's put it this way. If Jassie's relationship was Staci's relationship, they'd be pummeling her right now about those kids and when he had those kids and when you started dating. They're barely asking you any questions about that. Nobody even cares. You're marrying Darius. He obviously loves you. Okay, he's got 2 kids from somebody else. Nobody cares. And nobody's giving you any problems about it. So just sit down. What are you coming at Tia for?
I totally
Because
agree.
she said Mr. Sunshine was attracted to you? That's a compliment. Obviously, he's not competition for Darius. Look at Darius and look at Mr. Sunshine.
Yeah, who was it that said he's got 2 teeth and 2 dreads?
I don't know who said it,
that?
but they were correct.
Who said that? Kiarna. Kiarna said that.
I mean, it was great.
We're talking about a man with 2 teeth and 2 dreads. Obviously not competition for Darius.
No competition for Darius. So just relax. It was a compliment. She was saying it in a nice way, and you are trying way too hard.
That's it. And even in her confessional, Giselle said, she tried to, she's like, Jassi and Darius had a lot to overcome to get to this wedding. But then we see the scene that happened 2 weeks earlier where she's explaining how it was the hardest time of her life. Her and Giselle are sitting down eating. Again, would have loved to see that scene when it happened.
Right.
But she had no right to pull a fork, regardless.
No.
There was no need to do that.
But, Tia reacted. It was almost like Gretchen and Tamra. She stayed so calm and so reserved, and it probably pissed Jassi off even more because she was ready to pop off.
Yeah, not only did she stay calm and reserved, and she apologized, which, because she's a classy lady, Jassi was making fun of her accent, and everyone agreed that she was making fun of her accent. And Jassi's like, I'm not making fun of your accent. And then Tia, after she said that, well, I'm sorry. Like, I didn't, mean to disrespect your marriage. And then she said, you were making fun of my accent, and I have a problem with that. And she's like, nah, I'm just kidding. I love that she did that.
Yeah.
I love that she did that. She's just like, you know what? Like, this is who I am, And
if we've learned nothing from Dory and PK, it's the humor in England is different than the humor here. But I find Tia very humorous.
I really like Tia.
There's definitely a difference in our senses of humor.
I agree. I mean, even Lisa Vanderpump, she's got that same cheeky. Yes. Everything with them is cheeky, right?
Exactly. And they don't take themselves so serious. So
that's it.
Right. We take ourselves way too serious in this country, myself included. So stop calling us old hags. No, I'm like,
we don't care. We don't really care.
I really don't care. Somebody wrote, somebody wrote something about us. And I was like, feel free to scroll by.
Yeah.
I forget what it was, though.
Listen, you know what? I would actually, while we're in the middle of this, I'm going to say this. I always ask you guys to subscribe and give us 5-star reviews and comment. But I'm going to say this. If you're not going to give me a 5-star review, I don't want it.
Right.
Don't give me a 2-star review. If you would like to spew some information to me, send it to me in a DM.
Yeah.
I may or may not respond, but
Yeah.
if you're going to not say kind things to me, then don't give me a 2-star review. Just keep on going. Only give me 5-star reviews, please, because that helps us. Or give us something constructive.
Well, we should have brought this up
Commenting.
at the beginning of the episode, but we yesterday, or 2 days ago rather, went to the Women's Expo in New Jersey, and Danielle Cabral was there, Real Housewife of New Jersey, and we love her.
Yes.
We'll go see her wherever she is.
Yes.
And she not only had a booth there for her bougie kids, which is adorable,
Yes.
but she also spoke. She was one of the keynote speakers, and she said you can say negative things, you can say positive things. You're still saying her name, right?
That's right.
So that was interesting.
You could talk about us all you want, but just don't give me 2 stars. That's all.
Right.
Say whatever you want and give me 5 stars. Thank you. Because
Right.
that affects our ratings.
Yes, exactly. Thank you for that PSA.
So then they're heading back to the resort, and it's a 30-minute ride back to the resort, and there's no cameras and no audio. Everything is down.
So what was somebody filming them with their phone then?
It must have been.
Because we saw something.
We did see something. It must have been somebody was filming it with the phone, but it wasn't. They weren't mic'd.
It was Angel and Jassi speaking to each other.
Yes. So it was a heated conversation. And what we hear is Angel says, this is what Angel said. She's very jealous of me. She's a snaggletooth, stringy haired, hot piece of trash. This bitch is ugly. This is who we're talking about. And she's showing her a picture of this person to Jassi. So we don't know what that's about. Staci in her confessional says, well, they're talking about someone who was really trying to harm Angel's family. I was trying to talk to Bobby, come in between Angel and Bobby. But we don't know what it's about. And Staci doesn't know what it's about. But it is the night of the bachelorette party. So all the women are getting in their sluttiest of slut outfits, except for Staci. She chose her German costume. I mean, it was a costume. It wasn't,
it was for sure a costume.
A costume. But I was okay with it. I was okay with hers. You know
I
what?
thought it was cute. She looked cute.
Yeah. I thought it was cute too.
Listen, I don't know if I feel comfortable enough in my body to put on anything that those women, not that Staci couldn't pull anything off. She clearly
absolutely could have.
But maybe she's just not comfortable dressing like that. And that's okay. At least she went along with the theme and did something and didn't just, but personally, I thought what Tia was wearing was sexy in its own way. And I thought she looked amazing. But,
I did too.
I mean, everybody tried, I guess. Everybody tried.
Yeah.
And wore what they were comfortable in.
Right. Listen, some people
and
are more
her husband is
than
German,
others.
so.
Right. It fit the theme.
Yes. Yes.
So then Wendy and Staci are talking about the conversation that they overheard of Jassi and Angel, because those were the ones that were, I guess, closest to them during that ride back.
Right.
And we hear that Angel, tells us in her confessional that she's upset about the conversation, but she's kind of trying to put it aside because this is Jassi's celebration and she doesn't want to ruin it.
Yeah.
They all do these things to Jassi. Staci does the whipping, whatever. It's Angel's
Ashley
turn.
has the
and
chocolate
she gets,
body pen.
oh my God, that chocolate
licks it
body
off.
paint. She just goes too far every single time. Every single time. It's Angel's turn, and she grabs the handcuffs and puts the handcuffs on Jassi. And Jassi's like, oh, what was my crime? And she said, well, your crime is that you have a big mouth. And Jassi said, oh, that may be why I'm getting married, which I thought, oh, that was quick. Like, good for her.
Very witty.
Right?
Very witty.
Yes, yes. Then she said, are you going to untie me? And then all of a sudden, did you see what she did? Her handcuffs were her handcuffs were
How did she do
handcuffed
that?
behind her back, and you have to dislocate your shoulder to do it, or she's got to be double jointed. She must be double jointed. She was able to put her hands over her head and have her hands in front of her with the handcuffs on. I was like, oh my.
Freaked me out.
Yes, yes, yes.
Everybody was like, what the hell just happened?
Yes, yes, exactly. I was like, oh. So then after she takes the handcuffs off, Giselle said, well, do you have a big mouth because you have a big mouth with Darius and he's happy about that? Or is it because you did something or said something you weren't supposed to? And Angel said, not y'all. Yeah, that's what she said. She didn't answer. I was like, I don't know what that means. And then Wendy said, well, We overheard, like, I have a question, like, what were you guys talking about on the golf cart? I feel like Angel, I never heard you speak like that before. And Angel's like, well, I don't normally talk like that. So then she goes on to explain it. She didn't want to talk about it. She did not want to bring it up. That being said, I do agree that she should not have put the handcuffs on and said for having a big mouth, because
Exactly.
it would not have been brought up unless you did that. You opened the door for that to be brought up.
Yeah, because Jassi actually did do the right thing, and they all say it. Like, she did
Yeah.
go to Angel off camera about
Yes.
it. So,
Yes.
that could have been Angel's opportunity, and maybe she did say, like, "I don't wanna talk about this on camera." But Angel is 100% responsible for bringing it up at this party.
Yes. Yes. So she says, apparently someone messaged her about me and they gave her some incorrect information and she brought that to me. Jassi said,
Now,
yeah, I
do we
pulled her
think it's
aside.
the girl, that specific girl with the stringy hair that reached out to Jassi? Is that what we think?
I think so. Or it was kind of hard to tell because then
Yeah.
Jassi also said that other people have mentioned how you treated others, not them
Mhm.
specifically. So she heard that information from other people.
Right. Right.
Angel said, now I'm going to take over. When I first started dating Bobby, a young lady reached out to me and welcomed me into the circle in Chicago. I started being friends with her, and all of a sudden, his agent, his financial advisor, and his mentor called him and on a three-way and said that, she had stolen money from his account and had hidden birth control so she could get pregnant with Bobby without his knowledge. Well, those are some big accusations.
And supposedly this girl that befriended her is the one who told them.
Right. Right. And so Angel asked Jassi, was it another wag that came to you? And Jassi said, it was another wag who had eyewitnessed to how you treated another person. So
And she says
so
she has
she's
a reputation of being very mean to people.
and nasty. Right. So it looks like it was two wags. One was the wag that she befriended, and the other was another wag who witnessed this behavior, is what I'm getting.
Yeah, it's interesting, like, why? Because at first when she was talking about, I'm like, "Well, this woman must have wanted," like, maybe she was one of Bobby's exes, maybe she wanted to get with Bobby, but if she was with somebody else, why would she make that up?
Well, listen, 16.
Right,
She's married to the man. She's
right.
married to the
You
man
have
and
2
has 2
kids.
children.
Right.
Like,
Let it
what does
go.
it matter? Like, what does it matter?
Well,
I mean,
I
I
could
get that
see
she's
her
upset on this trip
because somebody
because
is still reaching out and talking about it. So it's,
right,
being brought up again, and that will trigger some emotions that she had back then. But yeah, in the grand scheme of life, as long as you and your husband are solid, we go through it with family. As long as Eric and I are solid, you can say whatever
right.
the fuck you want.
That's it. That's what it
Yep.
is. And I think had it not been that they already dragged her for her pictures, they have not been kind to Angel. They haven't. They've been
No,
coming for her ever since
but they've
she
been terrible to her, specifically
Yes.
Giselle.
Yes, exactly. And she didn't know Jassi. She doesn't know Jassi. So she kind of thought that this information was coming with bad intentions,
Right.
even though it was done off camera. We know we're seasoned housewife watchers. I mean, we know. And as Wendy said, this is Housewives 101. But
Yes.
you know that, Wendy, because you've now been on Housewives. She doesn't know that. She
Right.
doesn't know that. She
Right.
doesn't. And it was a lot. I mean, the woman is still breastfeeding. It's the first time she's ever left her children. I mean, she's got a lot going on emotionally. Give her some grace. Give her some grace.
Yep. Yeah, I totally agree.
I feel bad for her. I do. Think
I do
that
too.
you can see that she's visibly upset. I think that Kiarna did the right thing by going after her when she
Thank
left.
God, because I was like, "What is Kay gonna do here?" And she did. She did get up and go after her. Thank God.
Angel just wanted to talk to her husband, which I totally get. That's her safe space.
Mhm.
The fact that Giselle went out didn't need to happen. She didn't need to speak to you, Giselle. Giselle, you were not going to make
Now,
it better.
please, you're making everything worse, Giselle.
Right. Right. You're the one who
Captain
put the
Save a
target on
Hoe,
her back.
Captain Save yourself because you're failing this season on
Yeah.
Housewives. You're a failure.
And Giselle's the one that put the target on her to begin with. I mean,
Absolutely.
Giselle's the one who started it with the whole filter and the catfishing and
Catfish. Yeah. Wendy says we all know the rules of engagement in this group, and what Jassi did was the right thing by bringing it up when mics were down. But
I
Wendy
agree.
still thinks Angel is overreacting, and she always feels like they're attacking her. I mean, I feel like she's got a right to feel that way, though, right now.
I do too. I don't think she's overreacting. I mean, she's going through a lot. She's
And
going through a
the
lot.
difference is because they did it to Wendy too, Giselle and Robin. They were, trying to make it like Eddie was having an affair and blah, blah, blah. The same thing they were doing with everybody. Wendy's different. Wendy's not gonna remove herself from the situation and go lay in bed and like Angel's postpartum. So it's okay that she handled it that way.
Absolutely. Like I said, the woman is still
Wendy's not gonna handle
breastfeeding.
it like that.
Yeah, like, we need to give her grace, like, enough already. She's just left her children for the first time ever.
Right.
She's with a bunch of women who are not being kind to her.
Right.
She's in another country. I mean, give her a break.
Right.
Stop being so mean. Just
Right.
give her a hug. I mean, now she doesn't wanna touch you, and I wouldn't either.
No.
Like,
No.
I just hope that this gets better. I'm just so tired of these women having it out for others. I said this a couple episodes ago. I wish they would come to work every day with the intention of having fun and
Yeah.
enjoying their castmates.
Because it's hard to watch. I'm not enjoying Potomac at all. Salt Lake City I am, but I don't know. I'm just not. Giselle and
No. So
Ashley are
this
ruining it for me.
they are. I totally agree with you. They're totally ruining it. They are. Like, if you want those two, give them their own show. Call it the Mean Girls show. Let them go do mean girl things. I mean, there's nothing else for them to do because they're not showing any of their real lives. So what else are they going to do?
Right. Right.
I mean, BravoCon is this weekend, Friday. I'm looking forward to seeing what's going on Peacock, streaming on Peacock, because we are not going this year. We're putting it in the universe that we will be going next year with VIP. We need to go with VIP because we need all access. That's what we're putting out there in the universe.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we're going to hopefully catch up with husbands watching Housewives when they get back.
Yes.
And because they are going, and we're excited to hear their take on it. And they've already
Definitely.
been giving us, listen to their podcast. They've already giving out information about how difficult it was to get the
Meet and
photo
greets.
ops. Yeah, which again, you spend all that money and you think that you
Ugh.
should. I can't even imagine, right?
No.
But I do want to say that I did hear recently that it has been confirmed that Wendy Osefo will be at BravoCon, as well as Karen Huger will be at BravoCon.
Yeah.
So
That's big. That's big for Karen.
that's very big for Karen. I mean, this is going to be the first time we're going to see her publicly since she got out of prison, and we saw that little tiny clip of her. So I'm sure that there's going to be some information that comes out.
I mean, I
So
think we're
we'll
gonna see
report.
her on this season, aren't we? Towards the end, maybe?
Probably towards the end because we know cameras picked back up
Yeah.
when she was released. So, sure, I'm sure we're going to see some part of her. But the fact that she's going to BravoCon, I think that, maybe Andy might get his sit down with her and, get some information.
Yep. Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to that. That I'm looking
Me
forward
too.
to.
Me
Next
too.
episode of Potomac, probably not, but
Not
we have
looking
other
forward to
things to
that.
look forward to.
Salt Lake's coming on, so looking for that. I said it to Lori last week. The Beverly Hills trailer looks boring AF. Did you see it?
Really? I did see it. I did see it. Who's the new girl? I don't even
I
I
don't
have to
know.
look her up.
I have no idea, but it doesn't look great.
It's
I
coming
don't know if
soon.
I'm just getting tired of Housewives or if it's just the same stupid shit over and over again.
You know what? It may just be that it's the same stupid shit over and over again, and we are doing this, not the podcast, but we've been watching this now for 19 years,
Yeah.
right? So
And I'm
maybe we are getting.
so, annoyed with the whole Melissa and Teresa sit down thing. I'm just annoyed about it, but whatever.
The latest thing I heard about the Teresa and Melissa sit-down thing is the one that happened at Willow and Whisk with Joe and Louie there. That was
Mhm.
the second sit-down. Joe and Teresa had their own sit-down for 2 to 3 hours prior to that. And then the next sit-down was the 4 of them. So, I mean,
I'm sorry, but Bravo, you put Louis back on the air. I'm I'm ready. I'm ready to be done
Well,
with
there were no
Bravo
cameras.
altogether. Right, but if they bring her back,
They can
that
bring her back without him.
animal is gonna be back on our TV.
No,
And
he
that's
doesn't
what
have to
he
be.
is. He's an animal.
Listen, we don't see Mary Cosby's husband at all. He
Well,
doesn't have to
that's
be
true.
on. We
That's
don't have
true.
to see him. We don't have to see him.
I won't watch. Well, I don't even think I'm gonna watch if she comes back. Well, whatever. But
So the big thing about Jersey, this is what the rumor mill is saying. Since we're talking about it now, they're going to try and get one more season with the 4 that are going to BravoCon, which is Teresa, Melissa, Margaret, and Jen Fessler. And
Dolores.
they're going Dolores. Yes, the 5.
Let's not even
And
don't put Jen Fessler in there. She's not gonna be a housewife.
well, I
There's
think
no
she'll
way.
still be. I think she'll still be a friend of. No, I think she's going to come back in some capacity. I don't think she wants to be a full housewife, but whatever.
Yes, she
And then
does.
you think, okay, and they're going to try and get 2 other housewives to join. They've tested with a couple. Those tests didn't go so great. One of the people that they tested with, Fortunato, I believe is the last name, that is the one whose daughter rooms with Brooke Shields' daughter at college,
Right.
which is how Brooke Shields' daughter is going to be on Next Gen NYC.
Right.
So that's one of the options. But the other big player in this whole thing is that Netflix studio is coming to New Jersey very soon.
Yes.
And supposedly a lot of people in the entertainment industry will be moving to New Jersey
Yes.
and have expressed interest in being housewives. So they're trying to, like I said, get one more season and then possibly bring in like a whole new formula, which honestly, I would be okay with. I would. I think I would be okay with that.
So
I
why
would.
can't they just get rid of Teresa and film without her and then do what they're planning on doing? Why do they have to bring her back? She's horrible. She ruined the show.
I don't have those answers. I don't even know if I'm right. I'm just telling you what I saw
No,
out
but it
there.
sounds very likely. I mean, Netflix is coming. I mean,
Hmm.
it's gonna be closer to us than it is to them, quite honestly. It's going in Monmouth County.
Right.
But, whatever. But could you imagine the traffic now?
Mm.
Oh, I
Yeah,
just
we'll
thought
have
of
to wait
that.
and see what happens. Listen, the property
Yeah.
values up there are going to go through the roof.
Everybody's property values are gonna go through the roof.
Right. We'll just wait and see what happens. I mean, I think it's a possible scenario. I think it's a
Yeah, no,
possible
I think
scenario.
that's very likely. I think you're absolutely right because people are gonna move here. I mean,
Right.
Jason Bateman's in everything on Netflix and directs everything. He's definitely moving here.
Yeah, I love Jason Bateman.
Me too. Me too.
And supposedly, was it you that said that there was a Paramount bought something up north?
Lori said it.
Okay,
Bayonne.
Lori said that.
Paramount's
Okay, up
going
in
to
Bayonne.
Bayonne.
Yes.
Yeah,
So New Jersey may be the East Coast Hollywood.
for
You heard
sure.
it here. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know that anyone's listening, but you're hearing it here right now.
If you do happen to be listening, please share that we said it.
Yeah, came here. You heard it here. So we'll have to wait and see what happens. I mean, I listen, there's a lot going on. Vanderpump Rules is coming out. I said I wasn't going to watch it.
I'm not.
I think I'm going to watch it. I'm going to watch it. I
I
am.
don't wanna watch it.
We may not
Southern
recap
Charm,
it.
I'm definitely watching Southern Charm.
We may not recap it, but I'm going to watch it.
Yeah.
I'm not
We could
promising a
do,
recap.
maybe one episode, every 4 episodes from them. You know what I mean?
We'll see. I'll see if it's worth it. Like, you know what I
Right.
mean? I'll watch it. I'll give it a shot. I'm not promising to recap it. Traders just gave us their date. I saw the Traders promo. They're coming out in January. I'm definitely
Secret
watching
Lives of Mormon
Traders.
Wives.
Secret Lives of Mormon Wives drops on Hulu in 2 weeks, all 10 episodes.
All at once.
All at once. We will be recapping it, but not all at once. We will do it at our pace because we have jobs and lives and
Right.
families and other
Right.
things. But we will do that one for sure, just at our pace because it's 10 at once is just too much to. But I'm excited for that one. I am
No,
excited
me
for that
too.
one.
I don't think I watched season 2, so I'll have to get caught up on that. And, if you guys want us to do any, true crime stuff or anything like that we've done in the past, let us know. Because we actually like watching those, but it does seem like the Bravo stuff gets more interaction.
Yes, let us know what you'd like to do, what you'd like for us to do. And yeah, we'll give it a shot.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else we have to mention?
No, I feel like we've covered a lot.
Okay.
And we're under
All right.
45 minutes, so let's cut it off.
Yeah. Thank you for watching and listening. Please only give us 5-star reviews and subscribe. Bye.